Good morning. We are getting ready to head out camping this morning. Well, camping this afternoon. I'm getting the truck ready and the camper ready this morning, but thought it'd be a good idea to come out and shoot a quick little video on the slider hitch in the F350 this morning. We have had two of these hitches now. It's a B&W slider. It's the Companion, goes in the puck system. My previous hitch I've actually done a video on was on the Patriot. That was rail mounted, but it was still a slider. That was on my old Dodge. I did a review on that, and there's a couple reasons. I see a lot of questions online. It's asked all the time: do I need a slider? Don't I need a slider? You know, if you're running a short bed truck with a fifth wheel, it really depends on your particular truck, whether you've got a 6'10" box, a 6'2" box. It depends a lot on your camper, your pin box orientation, how much space they gave you. Some fifth wheels are made now where they've cut the corners on the fifth wheels enough that you can actually pull them with a short bed truck without a slider hitch. But I've always run a slider. My fifth wheel's a 2011, and it's not really meant to be pulled without a slider. Obviously, pulling it down the road, you don't need it slid back, but it gets pretty tight when you're backing up. So I just make a habit when I get to the campground, I slide my hitch back when I'm filling my water tank or at the check-in booth, whatever. It takes 2 seconds to get out of the truck, pop that thing in there, pull ahead, slide it back, and I don't have to worry about anything. So, but what I want to show you this morning is actually another benefit to a slider that I found when I got this truck. So I lost clearance between my old Dodge going to my 22 F350, between the tailgate and the camper. When I'm backing up, I've got a lot less room in there now. So I like having that slider slid back when I'm hooking up so that I don't have to be perfectly straight. I'm going to get the camera set up and I'm going to back in and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I'll show you the truck hooked up to the camper with the slider back and with it in its forward position. And you can see what a difference it makes. The other thing that helps having it slid back, let me get I'll get you flipped around here so you show you the truck. So I have this folding hard cover from, gosh, what's it called? The back flip. There you go, sorry. The back flip cover. And I run that on the bed of the truck just like that in its folded position. I've got these little buckles that strap down to keep it locked in place, one on each side there. But then, with that being a crew cab truck, I can't turn around and look out my back window. Even with that hitch slid back like that, I can't turn around and see that hitch. So I rely on my camera to see it unless I've got somebody helping me back in. And having the hitch slid back actually helps be able to see more of that hitch in the camera. So like I said, I'll get the camera set up here for you in just a second, and we'll back the truck up and I'll show you a couple things. Can't stress enough, these cameras don't have the greatest resolution, so you get it close and you get out and you look. Looks like we're just touching. That plate should drop underneath there. Looks like we're just a tick low. Run that. That looks a little better. Okay. So as you can see, we're all latched on there. So you can see how much room I've got with the hitch slid back. All right. So again, I couldn't see the hitch. I was using the camera to make that connection. Just gonna grab a tape measure here. And the truck's not perfectly straight, but it's pretty close. For measurement purposes here, we can take an average. So we're about 12.5 inches on this side. And I've got enough room I can squeeze through here. And I'm 17 on this side. So, if we averaged it out, probably in the neighborhood of 14 inches of clearance. But I'm gonna slide that hitch now and show you what happens, how much room we lose when that hitch is in the forward position. Okay. So normally I would back into that a little harder than that because you need to bump it pretty good to latch the hitch, but you can obviously see there's no way, as skinny as I am, that I'm fitting through there anymore. 1.5 inches. And I did turn the steering wheel as I was coming in, so I don't ever hook up to this trailer without my hitch slid back, because if I'm not perfectly straight, I could end up putting my tailgate through the front of my fifth wheel. I don't think the wife would be real happy with me if I did that to her trailer. So there you go. Just a hidden benefit for you of, having a slider hitch. Now, obviously, there's lots of people running long bed trucks that don't have sliders. And I know there's different tailgates and stuff. You can buy a fifth wheel tailgate that you can just leave up. Most of us are not pulling a fifth wheel every day. We're not living on the road. We're not hauling trailers for a living. We use our trucks for a lot of other things. So most of us out there like to keep our tailgates on for a lot of different reasons. So again, long bed truck. I actually had a long bed version of this same truck. Long story short, we ordered this one and it took forever to come in. So we got a little anxious and went and bought one off a lot somewhere that had the long bed. And I had already purchased this hitch, so I went ahead and put the slider in that truck. And I did slide it back in that truck to hook up the fifth wheel just for that added clearance. Now, like I say, most people aren't going to buy a long bed truck and then go spend the added money on a slider. You're just going to have to deal with this tight clearance and really watch things. But this isn't really meant to tell everybody you need to have a slider for this reason. But if you do own a slider, why not use it? I see a lot of people that have them in their trucks and they never slide them back, and they're like, oh, I can make the turn, I don't need to slide it back. You've got it. Why not slide it back and save yourself the possible agony of putting a tailgate through the front of your trailer? And again, every truck and trailer is different. So, my truck and my trailer made it up might be this tight. Your truck and trailer might not be this tight. So there you go. That's the short and long of the story with the slider hitch. Again, like I say, if you got a long bed, I understand you're not going to go buy a slider, but if you've got a short bed truck and you've already got a slider in there, that's just another reason to use it right there. Get you some more clearance, because that's not much clearance. It doesn't make me feel real comfortable when I'm backing up. So I like to slide it back to do my hookup. And like I said, I slide the hitch back as soon as I pull in the campground, whether I'm at the check-in booth or the water station filling my tank. And when I unhook, I leave it slid back. It's underneath the tonneau cover on the bed of the truck. It's not hurting anything. I just leave it back. And when I hook up, when I'm ready to leave my campsite, it's already back there for me. So it's not like it's any extra work. So yeah, so hope you found the content enjoyable and helpful. If so, stick around, maybe subscribe, and come back and check the channel out. I am going to do some more content of the truck. Like I said, a lot of stuff about the gears and towing and things like that, because there's just a lot of questions out there about whether you need 373s or 430s, and a lot of people, wanting to know how the 7.3 Godzilla's tow, and we couldn't be more happy with it. So, but again, that's the story for another day. So I'll let you go for now, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.